What's going on, Z Nation, and welcome to another edition of ZSPN. I am your host, Zay Kafo here. And today, guys, we're going to be talking about the Los Angeles Lakers versus the Dallas Mavericks. Tonight, the Lakers pull off a win against the Mavericks. I believe it went 114 to 113, just basically breaking their losing streak so far into the regular season. It was a close one. It was a close for call. I mean, obviously, LeBron James basically saved the Lakers from, possibly either getting uh, a loss or just possibly going to to uh, to overtime, or just something to not really have a disappointing loss, especially against the Dallas Mavericks. So it took me a while, but obviously it was a game that was it was supposed to be a win, and we got it. But obviously, there was a lot of issues that really brought us to the point that um, why it was such a close game. There's a lot of scenarios there, but really have to say, guys, I have to commend on basically our young core, like Brandon Ingram, Kyle Kuzma, Lonzo. I mean, they really came out and played great basketball, Lakers basketball. I mean, they really came out and played, and I really have to say LeBron James was because I was just really crossing my fingers because he was not doing very well with free throw shots in the final seconds into to the end of the fourth quarter. It really showed that, like I said in my previous videos ago, I mean that the Lakers really do struggle when it comes to the fourth quarter. And my personal opinion, guys, I mean the Lakers really need to work on possibly getting their shots in, learning how to be consistent when it comes to shooting the ball, and then making sure that it goes through the basket. And me personally, I really think that either the Lakers should trade someone, or they should possibly um, look at someone who's still available in free agency. And guys, uh, I'm I'm bringing up like maybe a couple of players who are still available who can still play and could possibly help out the Lakers. I mean, for one thing, for a potential free agent, I believe the Lakers should possibly go after Nick Young. Now, some of you might agree with me, some of you might not. I mean, Nick Young, former Laker and a former champion with the Golden State Warriors, and not to mention being a former teammate for JaVale McGee. So, and guys, this is the same guy who really knows how to shoot the ball, being consistent with his shots. I mean, I believe I might be wrong. Maybe like 3 years ago, wasn't Nick Young the type of guy who was in the three throw shooting contest in the All Star game? I might be wrong. Maybe it was 2016, or maybe it was 2017, something like that. Uh, I mean, he lost, but it showed that he's a good shooter. I mean, obviously. So um, that's my own personal opinion. If you guys think someone else is still available that might not bring it up, or maybe they should trade someone who is a good shooter that I'm probably possibly not bringing up, because I can't really think of one to trade that will help out the Lakers. So comment down below, give me your thoughts. And I also wanted to mention someone else. Obviously, Noah, a former Chicago, former a New York Knicks center. He could be a huge help to the bench. Obviously, being a good backup for JaVale McGee, I really still believe that he can still be a decent center in this league. I mean, the guy really shows that he could, you know, be a great defender, and he's like a similar player to basically JaVale McGee, but maybe not offensively, but he can really help out defensively. So Joakim Noah is the type of guy that the Lakers should also look at and maybe possibly sign. So and I believe there's a roster open. So either Nick Young or Joakim Noah will definitely help out the Lakers on the bench and really help out the Lakers defensively, because they're also not doing well defensively, and when it comes to shooters, they don't really have a pure one to really help out and just basically help out the Lakers in leading a game. And that's what really happened in today's game, actually. I mean, I really thought that the Lakers could really take it over. I mean, this is the Dallas Mavericks we're talking about. I mean, the same team who, not really a great Western Conference team this year. I mean, they sort of draw the comparison to, I might be going a little bit too far with this, maybe the Phoenix Suns. But I believe they're a little bit better than the Phoenix Suns. But they're like that sort of teams. And me personally, it was supposed to be an easy win that the Lakers should have taken over. And I don't know, for some reason, like I mentioned before, I mean, it's just because of shooting. The Dallas Mavericks have great shooters, and especially from, I believe his name is Wesley Matthews. Wesley Matthews. I mean, the guy, throughout his years, I mean, he has been dominated when it comes to shooting threes and just being very consistent with his shots. And he really helped out, with plethora of teams like the Portland Trailblazers and right now as the Dallas Mavericks. So that was just the main issue, that the Lakers were just struggling. And by having a player like that being open at times and believing that he can shoot and will definitely go in, was really the main issue that the Lakers had trouble with. So, which is why I really encouraged Magic Johnson, Rob Pelinka to look for available free agents who are decent enough, good shooters who can really help the Lakers out. And Nick Young is one of those players that I think that the Lakers should really go after. Or if they have somebody in mind who is so far in this in the NBA season who are good shooters, who could possibly be a good trade value that can help out the Lakers' chances to possible wins throughout this season. So that's just me personally. Like I said, it was a close call for the Lakers win. I mean, for LeBron James, we were just basically crossing our fingers for him to shoot a free throw. I mean, he's been struggling as of late, at key moments in games when it comes to that, and it didn't look well, and especially from Kyle Kuzma, who also got fouled in like maybe 1 minute left into the fourth quarter. Looked like the Lakers had a chance to possibly take it over, but Dallas Mavericks kept on fouling the Lakers, which I'm not saying that the Lakers are bad at free throws, but it really shows that they need to practice on their free throw shots, and which will really help out the Lakers if they ever in the opportunity to shoot three throws. They'll have to be so consistent at it. So, but overall, guys, the starting lineup, they played very well. The bench, not so much. Especially, I'm a little bit disappointed of Josh Hart's performance. I'm not sure because of him being on the bench is really, not working well for him. Me personally, I think he should be a starter again. I'm not sure why this rotation is the way that it is, because there is just a lot of. I mean, I'm not really hating on it, but it's like you need to like balance things out. Like you need to have have somebody like a Kyle Kuzma coming off the bench and just really being exploded when it comes to who is out and who is in. And Kyle Kuzma is one of those players, but so far he's playing very well as a starter. But I don't know. It's always great to have somebody who just comes off the bench and just really explode. And so far for today's game, it was not so much a great backup rotation. You know, Rondo, decent night, but he's not really the type of guy that you really see comes out of nowhere and just helps you be, coming back from a possible lead. So I don't know if they're doing very well the way that they are performing as what's the lineup is right now, then I would probably would say that we should just stick with it if possible, gives us wins. But you never know, guys, because injuries might occur and we can possibly not have a good rotation after that. So having our best players, it's basically what it is. Our best players are playing very well, and they're all starting, actually. So I don't know. We just have to see how things go, and if they just continue this way and give us some wins with the way things are right now, then I think we should keep the way it is. But me personally, I think we need to mix things up. Just possibly start Josh Hart and maybe put Kyle Kuzma back on the bench as a sixth man, and just work that sort of rotation and how it works well for both Luke Walton and just the rest of the team. So, guys, comment down below. Give me your thoughts about this win. Were you guys sort of surprised that it was this close, or did you guys agree with my analogy? Like, maybe possibly that the Lakers need to look at free agents who are still available, or maybe possibly trade for someone. If you guys think Nick Young will be a great value to the team if he's signed and maybe be that guy to help out the Lakers shooting wise, or do you guys think that we should just stick the way it is and maybe possibly see who is letting it up in the NBA, and maybe possibly they can make a trade for a shooter, possibly to really help out the Lakers' chances for winning more games throughout the NBA season. So guys, comment down below, like, subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Go Lakers. Let's just hope that the Lakers winning chance still continue. Peace.